Hello, this is Ben, and I'm the owner of Budget AV and IT Solutions, providing leading services to local homes and businesses in the North Pittsburgh and surrounding areas. The purpose of this video is to give you an idea of what the possibilities are and how you can make the best decisions for your money. We provide support before, during, and after the sale, including design, where we tailor our offering based on your unique needs and budget, installation, installing the wiring and equipment in the building and programming it, and as well as support, where we address any issues or additional needs that come up later. Some of these services include home theater and audio, smart home, security, networking, and more. So let's touch on these a bit more and what they mean for you. Let's start with home theater. For many, going to the local cinema is a distant memory, as it's simply less expensive and more comfortable to stay at home. Also becoming more popular in mid-range homes is an open media room instead of a fully dedicated home theater. Imagine picking up the remote and with a single press of that power button, the lights dim, the blinds close, a projector comes on, and a 100-inch screen drops from the ceiling. And when you're done, your media room is right back to being a living room again. With today's technology, it's possible to record TV and watch multiple programs on the screen at once. Multi-room audio systems as well. In-wall or in-ceiling speakers are unobtrusive and they don't take up valuable counter and floor space, but they're always there when you need them. You can select where you want to stream from, such as Pandora or Spotify, and what rooms you want to play in. Sometimes older whole house audio systems were designed to play more from local sources because they didn't have internet streaming back then, so people would play the music from CDs, iPods, things like that. And it's also possible for us to modernize these systems so that you're able to stream a huge amount of content to them as well. The audio is also great for outdoor areas such as patios and pools. And our audio system also integrates directly into our voice control system, so that your voice responses can be heard over the speakers in the room that you're in. You may be aware that over the past few years, a number of key players have released products aimed at homeowners or renters, such as Amazon's Echo, a smart speaker that you talk to and get more information from or ask for music. Nest, a thermostat that learns your behavior and can be controlled from anywhere. Philips Hue, a smart light bulb, as well as many others. But the issue with these is that they don't work together. Imagine someone comes to your door. You have to see who they are and decide if they should come in or not. You might open one app to see them on camera and use an intercom, but then you might have to jump over to another app to open the door because the smart lock is from a different manufacturer. So all the different products don't really work together real well. But with RTI, everything's integrated together in the one interface that's the same on all the different devices that you use. Okay, so we've spent a lot of time talking about what can be done, so let's talk about how it can be done. More specifically, how you will use the system on a day-to-day basis. We offer 4 main methods to control the smart home system. The first is fixed controls, including wall-mounted or tabletop buttons and touchscreens, which can be custom labeled and programmed to do almost anything, at least related to the house. The second is handheld controls, like this. This is an RTI T2i, which is a mid-range model that we use for whole house systems. As you can see, we have tabs here to monitor and control lights, climate, and security. Right there. The screen on the remote here can be used for other things as well. For example, you could view the feed from a security camera. You could use additional buttons that aren't available on the remote for specific devices. Like it could show like the eject button for a DVD player. And there's some other uses for that as well, like weather and whatever else you might want it to show. There's a budget Logitech Harmony remote that we might use for a small single-room setup. I really like this one because it's so thin. It feels like a smartphone more than that bulky thing left over from the VCR era. An app available to control things from your smartphone or tablet, or other iOS and Android devices. The third method of control that we offer is voice control. Something unique about our business is that we offer a whole house voice control package powered by Amazon Alexa voice services, using small microphones wired in the walls and ceilings throughout the house. This integrates with our multi-room audio solution. So if, for example, you're in the kitchen and you can ask Alexa what the weather is like, and she'll know that you're in the kitchen and automatically give you the forecast over the speakers in the kitchen ceiling, but not in the other rooms. And when dinner is ready, you can tell Alexa to announce it throughout the whole house. The fourth and final control method is programmed logic. For example, we can program the outside lights to come on at sunset, get dimmer at midnight, and then shut off at sunrise. We can program all lights to come on if the fire alarm is activated to help guide everyone outside safely. It's also possible to program sequences so that when you get home from work, for example, you can disarm the security system, turn on some lights, play some background music, or anything else that you might want to do. And that's done automatically. However, unlike some companies, this isn't all that we offer in the smart home department. We have a number of other things, including smoke detectors. We can integrate into standard residential smoke and carbon monoxide systems so that all detectors in the house are linked together, and they'll all go off at once if something's detected. And you'll also receive an alert on your smartphone, even if you're away from home. So, which is nice. So otherwise, you might not know if it was going off and if there was no one there. Another option we have is leak detection. Leak detection costs very little up front, especially in new construction, and it's even fairly cheap to retrofit. We put these in high-risk areas for water leaks, such as bathrooms and laundry and utility rooms, for example. Whether it's caused by a broken pipe or an overflowing toilet, the two metal probes touch the ground, so if there's a puddle of water on the floor, it will short them together, triggering an alarm at home and a remote alert on your smartphone as well. For a larger cost, it's even possible to install a valve that will shut off water to the house if a leak is detected to prevent further damage. We're also able to do garage door and gate control. Have an unexpected visitor that needs access, confirm their identity on a two-way video intercom, and buzz them in if desired. This is typically implemented at the entry doors to a home, but a vehicle gate can also be used if you have one. You can also remotely see the status of which garage doors are open and closed, and remotely control them, while watching them from a camera for safety. So next, we have climate control. Another key feature is being able to control the temperature of the house, not just from the thermostat, but from anywhere inside or even outside the house. Today's high-end HVAC systems can get very sophisticated. Media filters designed to remove allergens, with automatic reminders to replace the filter, controlling indoor humidity levels based on the outdoor temperature, and more. Something that works particularly well with the automation systems is zoning, either room by room or floor by floor, a variety of different system configurations. And we can work with your HVAC contractor to find out what would be best in your situation. So for example, the system will lower temperatures in the kitchen at night when everyone's sleeping, because they're mainly just in the bedrooms. We have several types of thermostats available based on your needs and budget. Okay, so that's all there. So let's jump to security and surveillance. We do security cameras for both homes and businesses. It's possible to monitor the cameras from the RTI app and even access them from some of the remotes. Recorded historical video can be accessed through a DVR system as well. A variety of different cameras are available, and we can advise on the best options based on the customer's needs. Anywhere from 1 or 2 cameras up to 60, or just depending on the size and what they want. So over to security, many security companies charge a monthly fee for professional monitoring. They receive notice of any alarms and report to the police if necessary. While this is convenient, the monitoring service is often required and can cost hundreds of dollars per year, which if no one breaks into your house, it just basically goes to waste. Nowadays, most people carry internet-connected smartphones with them everywhere, so professional monitoring is not as necessary as it once was. We're able to provide self-monitored services, so you can get an alert on your phone and you can review the surveillance video to decide if it's a false alarm or something that the police needs to get involved with. For smaller jobs that just have maybe a few doors or window sensors, a dedicated security panel often is not needed. But for larger jobs, such as updating an existing system, or where the customer does want the professional monitoring, then a dedicated security panel is typically used. Some security panels are integrated with RTI though, so instead of having a say touchscreen by the front door and then a security system keypad right next to it, you would be able to manage the security system directly through the RTI touchscreen and the whole RTI system as well. However, this integration is not possible with all security system panels. It just depends. Moving on, next we have networking. We provide both wired and wireless systems. Most of the solutions we discussed so far have a heavy reliance on networking, so it's important to have a good foundation there. We'll recommend the best equipment to use for a specific job. In some cases, we can also remotely access the network to make adjustments and troubleshoot issues without coming out to visit the site, saving time and money. With our extensive knowledge and training, we can make sure that you're getting good Wi-Fi coverage and the speeds that you pay for in every room of the house, including outdoor areas. It's not uncommon for people to be paying for say a 100 megabit network package, but only be actually getting 20-30 megabits in certain parts of the house because of insufficient and outdated wireless technology. So we can make sure that it's consistent everywhere and you're really getting what you pay for. Networking also encompasses file sharing. So for example, music saved on a computer can be played over speakers in another room. Here's an example of a site survey that we did for a customer to test placement of some access points in the house. As you can see, we have a very comprehensive set of options that our competitors just aren't able to match. Asking how much all this stuff costs. If you're not rich, that's not a problem. Our business is called budget for a reason. We can always go over multiple options and find out what would work best for you. And we can even add features as time goes on. For example, we could pre-wire the house for certain things and then come back later and actually install the products for that system. So the main focus of this video was on our residential solutions. But if you own or work in a small to medium-sized business, you may be thinking, what's in it for me? Well, a lot actually. Remember when we talked about multi-room audio? Well, many businesses play background music, from the doctor's office waiting rooms to restaurants. Contrary to popular belief, that music needs to be specifically licensed for public playback. If you just played a CD off the shelf, or stream music from a regular non-business Pandora account, for example, you could be fined. And if you Google it, you'll see where it's unfortunately happened to many small businesses. In addition to providing audio equipment, we can also help make sure that appropriate content is being played. We can also do TV systems for places like sports bars, so you can easily control what channels are on different TVs all in one place on an easy-to-use interface. For taking the time to watch this video, I hope you found it useful. Here's our contact information, including the phone number and email address if you'd like to reach out to us for more information about any of the things that we talked about or what's on our website. We look forward to hearing about your project and learning what we can do to help. Thank you. Bye.